Good morning, Dr. Laurie. Happy Monday. How are you today?
Good morning, Virginia. Happy Monday as well. I'm doing terrific, thank you. Been on the seat here since 8:30 this morning, but it's a busy day and I love being productive.
Mondays are always busy, 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 aren't they?
Well, they are for us, right?
We've got a lot
Hmm.
we've got a lot on the go. Absolutely. For our reel today, Dr. Laurie, what are we going to talk about?
Well, we're going to talk about media and our shows and upcoming events. And the first thing I want to do is apologize for Friday. I wasn't able to be on board for Friday as promised, season 10, episode 1. So that's what we'll do this Friday, season 10, episode 1. And you and I are going to have a conversation. You're actually going to interview me because you're such a fantastic interviewer. Um, why is self-worth a matter of life and death? And that's what we're going to talk about on Friday. So please accept my apologies if we because we posted it out there and then due to family circumstances I was unable to be on deck for anybody on Friday. So thank you for that support.
Hmm.
And yes, this afternoon I'm preparing. After our reel today, I have an hour to get ready, and I will be appearing, being interviewed by Joy Ruffin out of Florida, and she has an exciting show. So I'm going to put while you're talking, I'll put the link up. So if people want to join us on the show this afternoon at 1 o'clock Mountain Time. And of course, our show is on Fridays at 12 noon Mountain Time. And
Mhm.
I have guests lined up. I've got an exciting guest coming up on the 23rd, Dr. Verlaine Crawford. And then on the 6th of February, I have an actress coming on board. Her agent got a hold of me and wanted to know if I would do an interview, an actress from Toronto, I believe. So, yeah, it's going to be exciting times once we get our shows off the ground for the new year.
I
Over
love
to you.
I do. I love that. That's so exciting. Another goal of ours this year, Dr. Laurie, is to get you out there to do more interviews. So we are
Oh,
going
yeah.
to put a plug in. If you have a podcast, you love to interview people, Dr. Laurie is an amazing person to interview. She's got so much knowledge, so much different opportunities. You could talk about entrepreneurship, you could talk about self-worth, anything. You have such a vast, um, you know, a vast bio for you, Dr. Laurie, we have. So yes, we're going to put a plug out there. Anyone looking to interview someone, please feel free to contact us. Dr. Laurie will pop up her contact information.
I will. I
Reach
will.
out, talk to us. We love it. It's great. We all 2026 is all about promotion, all about getting out there, putting yourself out there, self-worth, entrepreneurship, anything. And again, we did leave our last reel. Yeah, it was a little heavy. And yes, thank you so much for your understanding that for us, family always does come first. And that's one thing that we always will promote as well. So join us this Friday, the 16th at noon for Dr. Laurie's interview with me about, yes, self-worth, why is it a matter of life and death. So
Mhm.
important, such an important topic, and we still need to talk about that and get that going. So yes, please, just make note, Dr. Laurie's got her number up there. She does answer her own phone. I'm just here in the background doing the other stuff, but yeah, she answers her own phone, calls, texts, she takes it all. So anything that you want to add on there, Dr. Laurie, any other ideas or thoughts that maybe you have?
Yeah, sure. I'm just going to put the banner up. This is the
Mm.
link for the interview today at 1 o'clock. And I better, that might be I'm going to take that. Hello there. It is. Yeah, and I'm on the air right now on a reel, but I answered you because that's who I thought it was. So we have a show coming up. Oh, that's okay. Do you want, how about, can I give you a call back in about 10 minutes? Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. I'm on the air right now and I've got my phone up and we do a little 15-minute reel and we were just bragging about you. And my audience can see me right now on the phone talking to the amazing Joy Ruffin. And yeah, I'll get back to you in 10 minutes, okay? Okay. Okay, bye.
She answers
That
her
was
own phone, people.
Joy, and her internet is down. First time
Oh,
ever.
oh, jeez. Of
So
course.
we might change. But anyway, I had to
Mhm.
take that call because I knew it was her. And
Yes.
thank you to my audience. But see what I'm saying? It's just all happening right now. We can't do a thing about it. We can't stop
No.
it. It's like we're out there. And she thanked me for giving her a plug, Joy Ruffin from Florida. So here's the link, though, for the show.
Mhm.
Maybe I can make arrangements and bring her in here to do the interview. I'll see what we can do. But she doesn't have
Yeah,
internet.
that's a
So,
good idea.
but she might be
Mhm.
able to come by her phone. So we'll see.
She might.
All right.
Yes.
So
What a
hang in
great
there.
idea.
I know. Wow. See
We
how we handle
pivot.
stuff? I don't
We
usually
pivot.
answer my phone in the middle of a call, unless it's my mom. How many of you would take a call from your mom, no matter what?
Absolutely. Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Perfect.
let's go back to I love it's interesting for me to be on the other side of the desk because I'm the one usually doing the interview. And as a matter of fact, I was feeling even a little butterflies in my stomach and a little nervous, thinking, okay, I know how to be in control of the interview. But when someone else is doing the interview, um, like when you said to me earlier, Virginia, I have 16 questions prepared for you on Friday. And I'm like, what? So let's talk about how you
Mhm.
formulate your questions and why you decided to ask me 16 questions.
Yeah, when we talk about anything really, I take notes. You always see me
Okay.
writing. I'm always taking notes. So I plug that in. I use AI. I quite like
Mhm.
AI. It's very helpful. It's like a right hand there. And I say, these are my thoughts. These are what I want to talk about. Can you formulate some questions? This is our time frame. And it just works that way to utilize it to the best advantage. Um,
Mhm.
that way, we want things to sound professional. We want things to sound, you know, it's for me because I'm still learning. So I like to be able to have that confidence to know, okay, I know my questions ahead of time. Sometimes when you're right in the middle of something, your brain just goes, ah. So for me, another reason, chemo treatments, chemo brain is really, really a real thing. And sometimes my words come out sideways, so I like to have that script where I can look at it and take my own notes. And if I need to pivot, if I need to change things up, we have that option. Our banter back and forth is so unique, I believe. And so we have that connection where we can just bounce off each other and banter back and forth and go from there. But I like to be able to send the questions out, make sure that we're not, heading down a path that we don't want to head down,
Mhm.
even though and because it is such a heavier topic we will be talking about Friday. So we want to make sure that we also have those, you know, fun times in there as well, and so everything's not so serious, but we're pretty good at that. We're pretty good at always making people smile. So yeah, I love that. But it is, I don't
Well,
be scared. It's they're
no,
good.
I'm
I
not,
just
I'm not
I
scared. I know you're not going to ask me anything I can't answer, but
exactly.
at the same time, we should clarify that even though
Yeah,
we do use AI to support us in our
yes.
business, we're the real people here. We're not
No,
AI people right now, right
no.
here.
Yes, yes.
I just
Yeah,
thought I'd say that.
exactly. Yeah, we're not the avatars. We aren't.
No, we're not. We're not
No,
the avatars.
we're real. We're
So
the
yeah,
real deal.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so I'm looking forward to being on other people's podcasts. As a
Yes.
matter of fact, because I've been broadcasting since 1998, I have a workshop called Powerhouse Podcasting. So if somebody's just getting started in doing their podcasts, or they would like some work, some mentoring around podcasting or broadcasting, I was trained by one of the very best, our best national radio station in Canada. That's where I took my broadcasting training many years ago. So, and we've been working virtually ourselves since 2002. We've been doing Zoom, they weren't called Zoom, but we've been doing Zoom calls since 2002.
Yeah.
So we're very proficient when it comes to broadcasting online. And I can hardly sometimes bear to watch podcasters because I'm going, it's like if you see like the fashion police coming after you because you're in your jammies at the local department store. That's how I am. I'm not being critical, but I'm thinking, wow, if they just did it this way or just changed that a little bit, get rid of the filler words, I can actually mentor people to broadcast. So there's another feature. So it's interesting now to be on the other side, and I can talk about a lot of things because
Mhm.
of my age and my experience and the situations I've been in my life. And
Mhm.
so I'm looking forward to that. I'd like to be on other people's podcasts and get our message out there about self-worth. So we're looking
Mhm.
for all the avenues that we can find this year to get our message of self-worth out there, because we are in fact the best kept secret in America.
And we don't wanna be.
No,
We don't
I'm not
wanna be.
going anywhere. I don't
No.
want to be a skeleton on a park bench when
Yes.
it
No, we don't.
all
We
happens,
don't.
right? So,
Yeah. Yeah.
so we need
And
that to
that's
happen.
And that's one reason why we always ask our followers, please just share. Share the reels,
Mhm.
share if you're following us on YouTube. We are gonna add a few more avenues as well where we're streaming just to get our word out there. So yes, if you have a podcast and you want to interview a dynamic, wonderful woman, you need to get a hold of us. You need to contact and talk to Dr. Laurie Davis. She's got so much experience. And that's one thing we really value in our self-worth family is those lived experiences, those lived situations, as you said. Um, you know, they hold so much value in what we do. They really do. So
Mhm.
we don't always talk about, whoa, I'm just going to do someone who has, a PhD or whatever. No, we rely on our lived experiences. That
Mhm.
is that's you. That's where you
Yeah.
come from. That's who you are. That's who we want. Hmm.
Well, I know I'm the real deal, and that's okay. I believe in credentials, and I believe in professionalism, and I believe in experience, and I can wrap my life around all of those things because I have all of those things. I
Hmm.
don't know. I know you know this, but I bet our viewers don't know. I had my first business when I was 12. We should talk about that for a minute.
We should.
And out of that experience, it was like a little seed got planted. Even though I took time out and got an education and became a school teacher and all that, I always had a business on the side. And today I see our young people calling it a side hustle,
Hmm.
something else to bring in a little cash. So
Hmm.
we're going to talk about that on Wednesday because we have an opportunity for people who would
Hmm.
like to step in, and no fees attached.
Yeah.
There's no expense in your hand. But let's do that on Wednesday. We're going to talk about our ambassador program.
Hmm.
But when I was 12, my dad had lost his job, and this was in the 60s, early 60s, and I knew my family was struggling. And I thought, well, I could help. So I go to my dad and I said, Dad, I can help. And he said, well, what can you do? And I said, well, I just finished my babysitting course, and I can clean house, and I can take a dog for a walk, and I can mow the grass. And so he and I sat at the kitchen table, and we made, in those days, homemade flyers on colored construction paper. And he helped me with that. And he had very good penmanship.
Mm.
So we made a bunch of flyers and I put them in my mailboxes on my street. We lived in the city. So all on my street, I went around and I put one in everybody's mailbox. And the next thing you know, of course, it was easy because in case of an emergency, my parents were right there with the babysitting. And my first assignment was to take care of 5 little kids from 3:30 till 5:30 when their dad got home from work. Mom was a nurse and worked shift work. She'd come home, she'd want to go to bed. And so these 5 little kids were unsupervised for 2 hours till their dad got home. That was my first job. And then my dad, of course, got back to work pretty quickly. And um, I just kept it going because I was making money. And I remember handing my mom money for groceries, and it was only a very short window. And my dad was a terrific provider. I'm not saying that, but at that time, there was a little crunch. And it
Mhm.
got me out there. And I thought, wow, great. As long as you can cook and clean, you can always take care of yourself. That's what I learned from that.
Mhm. I love that story. Yeah, that's one of my
Hmm.
favorite stories. And that's what we do, right? That's part of it. We just plant those seeds.
Hmm.
Part
Hmm.
of what we do. Plant those
Yeah.
seeds and just watch what grows, watch what comes of that, and it's amazing.
Hmm.
Like you said, it's just
Yeah.
that little seed was there, and then you're like, "Hmm." Always have something to fall back on too, knowing that you have that ability to put a flyer out there and drum up some business, right?
Maybe
It's
that's
amazing.
why I love flyers and I love crayons and I love paper. I should have a share in the company that sells crayons because I bought some
Mhm,
thousands of boxes over the years. But
mhm,
yeah, so what that did, that transcended now. And today, we have 100 workshops to teach people how to be a professional entrepreneur.
mhm,
And so I haven't had a job for 40 years. I've been an entrepreneur all my life. And I've done a lot of things wrong, but I've done a lot of things right. So yeah, we have those goods. That could be another reel.
mhm.
All right. So anything else to Wednesday? Thank you. That's
Woo!
terrific. Thank you, audience, for letting me take my call from the famous and beautiful Joy Ruffin. She was laughing on the other end when I said, I'm on the air right now and I'm taking your call. Now she knows that's a no, not a thing to do, but she was laughing. But
Mhm.
this is a
Yeah.
reel and we're having fun
We
because
have
we're
fun.
real. Because we're real.
We're real. We're real.
All
Dr.
right.
Laurie, wanna just pop your information up there one more time? Again, we are
Sure.
looking for people, if you have your own podcast, anything like that, love to interview someone dynamic, please, contact Dr. Laurie. Her number's on the screen, and as you've seen, she answers her own calls.
There you
So
go. Physically, I do see. I took that call. That had been my mom. I'd have taken it. So the other thing is, please just share the reel because maybe
mhm.
somebody needs to hear what we've been talking about today. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Virginia. Bye for now.
Take care.
All right. Talk to you soon.